Hello, I'm Reid.
And I'm Frank.
We are contemporary conservatives. Conservatives keeping up with the issues of modern times.
That's right, we're not your grandfather's conservatives.
And we are the operators of contemporaryconservative.net. And we produce the podcast Conservative Conversations, where we talk about the news of the day with our conservative angle, and the podcast The Wiki Wacky Radio Show, where we bring you alternative content and entertainment. And in today's bonus episode, we'll be introducing our exclusive content that you can subscribe to for both of our shows. And what you'll get with this subscription is extended episodes for conservative conversations. You generally get an extra segment that's not heard in the original episode, and we hope to also introduce standalone episodes that are only available for the paid subscribers. And for the Wiki Wacky Radio Show, you also get extended versions with extra segments. You can also hear episodes that have not had any edits to them, kind of like the behind the scenes and the outtakes. And then some episodes that might be slightly edited. And of course, hopefully some standalone segments just for the paid subscribers.
That's right. To unlock all of this extra content and to help support our work, it only costs the low price of $1 per month or $10 per year. I don't know what else in today's world you could buy that costs so little but provides so much.
Right? And we're hoping to be able to keep the show ad-free. That's partly why we're introducing our exclusive material. I don't really want to be trying to sell people gold or earbuds or vitamin supplements, whatever else you're hearing people try to sell you in your YouTube and podcast ads.
Oh, yeah. I mean, goodness knows there's a ton of content creators out there who have to do an ad read every 15 seconds, it seems.
Right. So we're hoping to avoid doing that because, especially as somebody myself who enjoys listening to podcasts, I usually skip over the ads if I can. And so we'd like to be able to provide and continue to provide an ad-free listening experience. So we thought through our podcast host, Red Circle, they offer the ability for us to provide exclusive content for paid subscribers. And we figured that would be a good alternative to constant ad reads in our episodes.
Yes, and it's also worth mentioning that if you're the type of person that doesn't like a recurring charge on your credit or debit card, you also could just make a one-time donation.
There are several ways that you can subscribe or find the links to subscribe right on our homepage of contemporaryconservative.net. You can find links that say subscribe to and then followed by the name of the show. Like it'll say subscribe to Conservative Conversations, or the other link says subscribe to the Wiki Wacky Radio Show. And also on the homepage, you can see the individual podcast players for each of our shows. And within that, there is a link to click on to take you to the exclusive content page to sign up. And also, when you're listening on YouTube and on your podcast, there are links there.
That's right. If you're watching this on YouTube, right underneath the description of the episode, there's usually a little link or a little button kind of that you can click where it'll show you how many people have viewed the episode, how many days ago it was published. And usually there's a little thing that says more. And if you just click that, it'll open up the description box where, it says when we recorded the episode, what the episode's about. And underneath that, you'll see a link where it says, there's a sentence right above it that says your donation and support is greatly appreciated. Right underneath that is a link that'll take you to our podcast host website, redcircle.com. If you click that, it'll take you right over to Red Circle, to Conservative Conversations. And the first thing that it says to you is to unlock exclusive content. You can get access to exclusive content from this podcast. And if you click that link, it'll show you your options, where you can either pay $1 per month or the $10 per year option. Similarly, if you're watching the Wiki Wacky Radio Show on YouTube, you would just do the same thing, and it would take you over to the page on Red Circle for the Wiki Wacky Radio Show, and it has the same fee structure of $1 per month or $10 per year to unlock all of the exclusive content for those two channels.
That's right. And currently we have roughly 15 or so exclusive content episodes per show, I believe. And of course, there will be more going forward. And also, when you're listening on a podcast player, usually in the little player window, if you tap on it and it expands into like a larger player and has all the description and links in there that you can click on to get to the Red Circle page. And there'll be links in the description for this bonus episode. Because Red Circle themselves has a few good support links for listeners who want to subscribe. And if you want to be able to listen to the exclusive content episodes in your podcast player, there are some podcast players that support being able to listen to those directly in the player instead of having to go to Red Circle's website to listen to them. But again, there'll be links. I'll have links to their support pages on how to be able to do that if you're an advanced podcast listener and are interested in being able to do that. And unfortunately, at this time, if you're regularly a YouTube listener, we don't have a way to provide the exclusive content through YouTube. So you will have to go to Red Circle and create an account there and listen, which is pretty easy to do. Or you can listen to it in the podcast player.
That's right. And it's worth mentioning that, we've been doing this for quite a while. So even though the exclusive content is something that we're building out now, we do have hours and hours of material. I think it was 2020. I mean, is that when our stuff dates back to?
Yeah, late 2020.
2020. So, I mean, if you're new to the channel, there's tons of material to go back through and listen to. We have been working at this regularly for years now, so we have every intention of bringing you years worth more of content. It's also worth mentioning that on our website you can find lots of things on there. We do from time to time write our own articles and publish those, and we have a wonderful news aggregator on our website so that if you're looking at the news of today and you don't want to read it from CNN or MSNBC or something along those lines, our news aggregator is pretty good about bringing you conservative stories from conservative outlets.
Right, it's a quick way to get the current headlines of the different news outlets that are out there. So if you consider yourself a contemporary conservative and would like to support us in our mission to bring you independent, original content, we would love your support and would greatly appreciate it. And be sure to look in the description boxes below or in your player to find the links to subscribe to our exclusive content. Again, that is for Conservative Conversations and the Wiki Wacky Radio Show.
We hope you might share us with a friend or two, maybe encourage them to become paid subscribers so that they can unlock the same benefits and exclusive content that you'll have access to. And as always, we thank you for listening.